Welcome back, and welcome to doing something I'm not supposed to do. So I recently found out I need to stop drinking coffee. I don't know if it's like indefinitely. It's to do with just my body, my autoimmune conditions. Obviously, caffeine is inflammatory. I'm already on the autoimmune protocol or the anti-inflammatory protocol. I don't know. People go by both different terms. So basically, I've cut out anything inflammatory. The thing I didn't cut out was coffee, and turns out it is still causing me problems. Did I just make a coffee? Yes, I did. Because we're going to ease into it. I'm not going cold turkey. I have done this before. I've actually quit coffee multiple times. But all those times I quit it, I wasn't on AIP, where I was already having such limited restrictions of what I can eat and not eat. And it just feels like right now this is bringing me so much joy. Isn't it not? This probably brings you joy too. I feel like this is just like a pretty common thing, except for Michael, who does not drink coffee. So I'm trying to learn from him. He doesn't drink coffee, doesn't drink tea, just wakes up with energy. I think maybe being a man comes into play with that. So I'm having a coffee today. I will not tomorrow. That's how I'm going to start it. I'm doing a 1 day on, 1 day off. We're going to ease into it. I went to the gym this morning. I feel a little bit better. My back's not feeling great, but just getting to the gym, doing the thing I said I was going to do, that discipline always makes me feel good. And I have a long day at the computer. So that is kind of why I need this. I'm going to clock in for work, get some things going, and start to feel a little bit better about starting my day, taking care of myself first, and now pouring into work and other people. I've been very conscious lately of how I'm spending my lunch and not being on my computer, which whether I intend to or not, I feel like I always just somehow get back to technology, whether it's my computer or my phone, and I'm like doing something that I truly know I shouldn't be doing. So I've been reading, which I absolutely love. Obviously, if you've been following me, you know I love to read. I'm reading this book called Strangers, which is a memoir by Belle Burden. A friend of mine posted it and said it was very moving. And let me tell you, it is very emotional. I don't know if it's like good emotional yet, though a lot of books I've been reading lately, like I was reading Kristen Hanna, now I'm reading this. A lot of emotions are in those books, but I do love a memoir. I think there's something so powerful about someone's personal lived experience. So that's really helped me enjoy my lunch and also just like not be multitasking in terms of getting things done. Yes, reading on my lunch while maybe eating is multitasking, but I would like to challenge that thought as in enjoyment and not like productivity, which is really where I'm trying to shift my energy from just trying to focus on like extensive productivity to moments and pockets of enjoyment throughout the day. I am going to get back on my computer because I have not completed my tasks for the day, but that's okay. That's just reality. But I did want to mention one thing that's been helping me so much is having this little carafe of water on my desk. So I bring this and obviously the matching glass. This is like my favorite glass. It's my comfort glass at home. I can really only drink out of this. But I have my carafe on my desk so that I can have basically a liter of water fill up my cup. So I'm actually getting enough water. I just noticed that if I don't have water on my desk, I'm not going to get up and get another glass and then one more glass, which probably would be better because then I'm moving more. But I just know myself that I'm not going to do that. And having something like really cute to put on my desk, even though my desk is tiny, having this there gives that sort of like I don't mind sitting here. It's beautiful. There's something to look at. I'm getting hydrated. And it is really helpful to just stay on top of how much I'm drinking rather than thinking, did I have enough glasses today? If I'm filling up the big carafe or even just like one of my soda stream bottles, I know how many bottles I've had. Therefore, I know how much water I've had. And then I can also tell if my head doesn't feel well or my body doesn't feel well that I probably haven't had enough water. I just got out of the shower after going to a stretch class. It wasn't like a normal Pilates class. It literally was just stretching for 50 minutes, which I really, really needed. And now I feel so much better. I literally felt so tired during the class. I think just the act of like releasing tension in my body helped me relax so much, which was so nice. I got to enjoy a little dinner with Michael. He made some chicken wings, our favorite. He's like the best chef. He did 3 different flavors of chicken wings, which is honestly insane. So got to have some of that for dinner. Obviously caught up on Love is Blind. And now I just want to unwind, relax in bed. I already took my melatonin, so I know I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. I basically take it every single night. In all honesty, it's only, I think, 2 milligrams. It's like a light amount of melatonin, but it also has something that helps with stress. So very good. I'll link it below. I don't think it's available in the US, unfortunately. I get it when I'm in Canada, so I only have it sometimes. I usually am able to stock up, or I'll get my mom to send it or bring it, but I do find like having those like nightly rituals helps me unwind, get into that like rest and digest mode, which is also why I'm putting on my red light mask. I haven't been as consistent with this, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's periods in my life where I like go through really good consistency with some things, but I've recently started using it again. I think I honestly fell off for like maybe 2 weeks. So even using it again for the past, I would say like week and a half, I've already noticed a difference. Just like the fine lines and wrinkles, and my skin in general just feels better. And I actually have a code for you for Current Body. It is, I believe, LED Mary. I'll also link it below and put it on the screen. So you will be able to get 10% off if you want to try this mask. They also have a lot of other ones. Like they have ones for the neck and the chest, which might be my next one because I'm a side sleeper. So your chest just gets those wrinkles when you sleep on your side. So I might have to invest in that one next. But for now, it's going to be this and my book in bed. dressed today, which I do most days. I normally try to get dressed, but I do have some calls this morning, so I figured I'd put on my like cute, cozy, but still like a dopamine hit type outfit. So this is a new sweater I actually got from the Gap. It's 100% cotton, which I absolutely love, especially in LA, because I don't always want to be wearing t-shirts. If it's hot during the day, it starts to cool off at night. What do I wear to be comfortable? Cotton is always a go-to. I love natural fibers as well, so this is a really great piece. I actually kind of wanted in other colors, but the pink is exactly what I need. A little dopamine hit, works with, you know, having my messy hair that I haven't really done much. And then I'm wearing my favorite barrel leg pants from COS. I absolutely love these. They're really, really comfy. So this is a great outfit to wear basically any day, but especially the days that I am trying to get work done, but feel a little bit more put together. If I'm going to be on calls, if I'm going to be going somewhere after, I do have dinner after work for a friend's birthday. So I may wear this exact outfit, or I might switch the pants to a skirt because it's going to be very hot today. Inside it's cool. This is the fun thing about LA. So many apartments on the inside are cool. Obviously I have central AC, so it was cool for sleeping, but it stays cool, like it keeps that coolness. So as much as it's hot outside, I am wearing a long sleeve. And now that I've done my morning routine, I've done my journaling, my time for myself, really pouring into myself, I do feel a little bit more ready to start the day and take care of other things on my to-do list. I just left Pilates. It felt so good to go. I honestly have not been working out consistently, and I think that's why my migraines have not been so good. So the Pilates class wasn't actually too intense, but it was exactly what I needed. And now I'm going to get a treat because I did no caffeine yesterday, so I'm going to do caffeine today. Like I said, I'm doing like every second day caffeine, so I'm going to get a matcha because I think I deserve it. And also, you know, it's Saturday. I want to have these enjoyments of life. I think there is so much give and take when it comes to discipline. It is not going to be 100% because nothing in life is 100%. And so allowing myself this like day on, day off of caffeine and like what I should and shouldn't be doing is how I'm allowing discipline to be my positive structure, like my bookends of supporting me, but not taking away joy or feeling like a negative thing or this like restriction that I lose enjoyment of life. And I think that's the biggest thing with discipline is when you reframe it as something that supports you and sort of like the bookends on a bookshelf, then it's actually going to help you. And so that's why I deserve a matcha today. I've had probably the most quiet day in quite some time. I just felt my energy really declining post Pilates, post matcha, which was very delicious, was very worth it. And I honestly just spent a bunch of time this afternoon working on some Substack posts that I have coming up and a new like personal project that I've been working on. I think I may have mentioned this in a previous vlog, but I've been working on some personal things that I'm working towards. I've set a couple of dates, so I have some discipline, some structure, some things that I want to stick to, keeping my word to myself the way that I keep my word to other people. And I really honestly just like locked in between working on that on my computer, just taking it easy, doing some journaling and not pushing myself too hard to make the most of the day or make the most of my weekend, which is something that I have notoriously done my entire life, is try to put too much into one day or just fill it to feel like I'm being productive. And this has been a big part of my personal journey, is understanding that some of the work that we do is actually doing nothing. For me specifically, it is doing nothing, and being okay with it and not allowing my anxiety to overflow and then control my feelings or control what I want to do and end up pushing me to fill my calendar, because I think that's what I should be doing. And so now I'm unwinding, obviously doing a little gua sha. I did this a few weeks ago at an event and I forgot how relaxing it is and also how good it feels, especially with migraines. I have so much tension in my forehead and my eyebrows. So it feels great to be able to just release a little bit of that, similar to the stretches I did earlier this week at that stretch class. It's like, right, there's tension that needs to be released and I need to prioritize it. So I'm gonna do this and then probably put on my red light mask and just chill. I'm almost done the memoir called Strangers that I've been reading, and I still can't tell if I like it or not. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like a car accident, you can't look away. Like, it feels so traumatizing to read, but also I can't stop reading it. It's quite emotional also, so I do feel like there's a bit of a pull with that as well. And that is really the plans for the rest of the night. For the rest of my time this weekend is to just make sure I'm pouring back into myself, understanding my energy, understanding where I am and respecting it, and using, again, my discipline and my boundaries as something that supports it rather than something that feels like punishment.